Okay, YouTubers, I'm back. This is part 2 of the second video that I posted about this is part 2 of the second video that this is the second video of the first video that I posted earlier. Whatever. My mind's all over the place right now. So I'm just going to start off on how I am 10 weeks pregnant and haven't seen a doctor yet. Now, where I live here in Patterson, a lot of clinics don't take twin pregnancies because they are considered high risk. Like, once you find out you're having twins, your pregnancy is automatically a high risk pregnancy, even if you are 100% healthy and normal during the pregnancy. You get what I'm saying? Because you are carrying 2 lives. Okay, cool. Now, aside from most clinics and doctors' offices not taking twin pregnancies, but it's also been like a lot of stuff with like the Medicaid not covering and just a bunch of different mess. But I did actually find a doctor that a few people referred me to, but I don't really feel comfortable with them at this point because I went to go see them, I guess, to like schedule an appointment for my first doctor's visit or whatever. And the nurse, she actually tried to schedule my visit for like December 27th, and I feel like for me to be pregnant with twins and for you to be a nurse and you know I'm pregnant with twins, I feel like that's kind of pushing it a little bit because, you know, they say once you find out you're pregnant with twins, you're supposed to see the doctor more often than somebody who's just pregnant with a single baby. You get what I'm saying? So that was a little odd to me. I didn't really like that. It was like a red flag for me because I feel like this is my first pregnancy, you know, I'm going through with, and it means a lot to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, my health means a lot to me, so I want to know that someone that's going to be taking care of my health and my kids' health, I want to know that it means just as much to you as it does to me because it's my first time. You get what I'm saying? I'm having twins, so I want to make sure, even if I'm not like 100% okay, I want to make sure my babies are 100% growing healthy and strong, no complications, strong heartbeats, you know, stuff like that. So I just felt like she wasn't really too concerned, or she didn't really care too much. But aside from that appointment for December 27th or whatever, they've been trying to, I called them this week to try to get an earlier appointment, and she told me that the only thing that they will have is December 15th, which is still in the distance for me. You get what I'm saying? Because I have yet to see a doctor for my first appointment. Like I said, I've been in and out of the ER. That's how I found out I was pregnant, in the ER. So it's like, at what point, especially with the information that I go to the doctors with, well, the nurses, the information that I go to them with, you get what I'm saying? Like, telling you that I've been to the ER and I'm constantly in the ER because I'm always sick or always vomiting. I can't keep food down. I can't keep liquids down. That should, you as a nurse or a doctor or whatever, should be concerned. You get what I'm saying? And not really concerned because they say stuff like that is normal during pregnancy, throwing up and shit like that. But I'm having twins, and I don't understand how everybody else's life works, but in life you have to work and you gotta do what you gotta do. You get what I'm saying? So how am I supposed to do what I gotta do when pregnant people are necessarily not supposed to take medicine? And I work around food. I work in a food restaurant, so it's like, how am I supposed to go on with a regular life now that I'm pregnant with twins? But whatever. Off that subject, on to my 10 weeks and what I have experienced with the 10-week period. So I turned 10 weeks last Thursday or Friday. I turned 10 weeks last Friday or whatever. And I have been very forgetful. Let me say that now before I forget. I have been very forgetful. Like, I forget what I'm gonna say. I forget what I'm thinking about. I forget my dreams. I forget what I'm doing. I forget a lot, and it be messing with my mind, like if I'm bugging. But aside from forgetting a lot, I'm more tired this week than I was in the beginning first few weeks. Like now I feel like during the day I really need naps. I feel like now I take longer naps. Like I used to just, 1 or 2 hours. Now it's like 5 hour naps, like long hibernating type shit. I be hibernating on the low. And I'm getting my appetite back finally, so that's good. I'm really happy about that, because if you really know me, you know that the beginning of my pregnancy, it was really hard for me to eat, especially being that I would force myself to eat and then I would throw it back up. It was really hard for me. But now I'm starting to crave things a little more, like normal stuff like that. I'm dizzy. I'm still dizzy. And I still get headaches, but not as often. But I'm dizzy more. I'm more so dizzy now. You get what I'm saying? Like in the 9 week period, it was just a little lightheaded. Like now, I legit get dizzy, and I'll be standing somewhere like really, really scared and nervous that I'm actually gonna like fall the fuck out where I stand, like on some Wendy Williams shit. And that is one of my biggest fears, like especially for me being pregnant now. Like it's like it probably went higher on the chart of fears list. Like it's probably listed 2 or 3 times. Like I'm really, 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 really scared to pass out in public or to just fall out, period. You get what I'm saying? Like especially being pregnant with twins. Like why? What the hell? But aside from the dizziness, I'm gaining weight this week, I guess you could say, because last week I was like 120 something, and I weighed myself today. I was 135, so that is good. And I've also noticed that my hips are actually starting to spread, which if you know me, you know I'm literally built like a stick. I have no hips, I have no ass, I have no boobs. So this pregnancy is like, I feel like it's kind of putting my bodies together. And I'm hoping that these twins bless me, if you know what I mean. Because like I said, like I've noticed my hips are starting to spread, and I was in the mirror like, oh shit, like, am I bugging, or like could my hips be getting a little bigger? And they actually are. So I decided I'm gonna start measuring them. I'm gonna keep measurements of my hips. My stomach is actually growing this week. My stomach is hard. It's a little more harder than last week. It's more firm, and it sits up higher than it did last week. Last week it was kind of like pointy and low. This week it's pointier and it's higher. It's in a higher position. So I'm overwhelmed with everything that's going on in week 10, because it's like it's starting to move along. You get what I'm saying? Like, so reality is starting to set in, and I'm always thinking to myself like, damn, yo, I have 2 kids inside of me. Like I have 2 kids already, and I'm pregnant. Like I'm pregnant with twins. Like it's just really hard to believe. But aside from my hips, I still kind of get headaches or whatever. Not really too bad, but they come and go occasionally. I don't want to sound like one of those moms like, oh, I can feel them in my stomach. I know they're there. I don't know how to really separate the gas from the twins anymore, because I have times where my stomach will just feel like I can't explain it. Like my insides will feel, I can't even explain it. Like being pregnant with twins, it just, I focus on my body more. Like I've always been one of those people that pay attention to my body. You get what I'm saying? But now that I'm pregnant with twins, it's like I really pay attention to my body. And I know my stomach is growing now because it's starting to itch. And I find myself, like I catch myself scratching my stomach in my sleep, and then I think about it like, oh shit, no, you can't scratch. So I try to rub it out, rub the itching and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it. My stomach is growing, my hips are growing, I'm getting my appetite back, so that's a good thing. I don't know, I hope week 11 brings more happiness and more good, more good symptoms, I guess you could call it. Like, because week 10 was okay for me. Like, week 10 wanted to be good to me. Week 10 tried to be good to me. Hopefully week 11 will be better, and you guys stay tuned. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, share, comment, go watch my other videos, and soon I'll start posting, belly bump shots along with my weekly updates, keeping you guys posted on me and the twins.